Yeah, let's get into it, ballers. OTB Spreads Prediction Show, February 17th. Absolutely loaded slate here for college basketball. Coming to you live, giving you my leans, my takes, and why. So let's get straight into it. And no waiting around, no playing around. Let's cash. First game on the board, we got Michigan Wolverines led by Dustin May versus Matt Painter's Purdue Boilermakers, who've been playing great ball as of late. It's not enough to scare me off. I'm going to go with the team that averages 91 points per game. They're 7th in the country in points per game average. Over the course of 2 halves, I see Michigan pulling away from Purdue, winning this by 5 to 6 points. I'm not scared to lay the minus 2.5 at all. I was able to grab this at minus 1.5 at minus 106. I think it's great value. Michigan's one of the top teams in the country. They rebound the ball well. They have a great forward in Lindenborg. Great team in general, good guard play that doesn't turn it over a lot. I see that being the case tonight. Purdue will play a tough game. They'll keep this thing close for the most part. I see Michigan pulling away late with some second chance opportunities, maybe knocking down some late threes, kind of like we saw from Iowa State last night to get back into that game. I see something similar for Michigan tonight, getting some second chance opportunities, some kickouts, some driving dishes. I really like this spot for Michigan, minus 1.5. I don't see them dropping their perfect conference record, and they're going to keep this thing rolling. On to the next one. All right, next one up. UNC going into NC State. This one does not scare me at all. I really like UNC here, plus 7.5. It feels like it's too many points. I know they're without Caleb Wilson tonight, and he's probably out for the season is what we're hearing, but it doesn't scare me off. NC State has been anything but consistent this year. I know they have a great defense. They'll get up for this game as it's a bounce back spot after losing to Miami. But here, plus 7.5 feels like way too much. UNC is going to get up for this game. It is a rivalry game. I see them staying within this number. They may not win this, but I like them to stay within plus 7.5. I see them losing somewhere around 3 to 4 points. Give me UNC plus 7.5. Let's keep it moving. All right, next one up, guys. We have Kent State versus Bowling Green. This line smells to me. I believe the wrong team is favored here. I like what Bowling Green has done all year. I really have. They've been playing great ball. They have an older team. They seem to be sharp, but this Kent State team is the better team. They're actually ahead in conference play by several games. This is an important game for Bowling Green. Maybe this is why it's a get-right spot for Bowling Green. They have to get back into the conference race here. They're 5.5 games back out of first. Miami, Ohio's 12-0. They've got this thing locked up, in my opinion. Akron has also been killing in this conference, 11-1. And then you got Kent State right there, trailing them, 10 wins, 3 losses. I don't see them picking up a 4th loss tonight. Getting 2.5 points in my pocket feels like a steal. But man, plus 132 on the money line. Give me Kent State on the money line to go ahead and win this thing outright. This line does smell because I think the wrong team is favored here in Bowling Green with a 7-6 conference record and a 13-13 overall or something. 16-10 overall record. 16-10. 7-6 conference record. I like Kent State here. Give me Kent State on the money line. Let's keep it moving. All right, game everybody's talking about. We're going to stay in the conference for the MAC standings. Top dog in the MAC, 12-0 in the conference, 25-0 overall. Taking on UMass tonight, man. This is going UMass Minutemen. I believe that's their mascot, the Minutemen. I don't think the Minutemen are going to get it done tonight, man. I've got to stick with my guys. Top 3 team in the country in scoring. Super efficient with 3-point defense as well as 3-point shooting themselves. Shooting at a high clip, right around 40%, which is incredible. But this is the spot. If they're going to get got, it's going to be UMass tonight. This is the spot for UMass to step up and get them. Plus 2.5 feels like too little. I think that, and I know Miami snuck out a lot of these wins by 1 possession. They've had that overtime win as well. UMass has been playing really good. This gym is going to be fucking lit tonight. But this isn't the first time they've went into hostile territory and won. This is a good team. They've played really well this year. I like Miami, Ohio to stay on track. They're not dropping this spot here. And honestly, plus 136 isn't enough to sway me off of the hot Miami team, number 22 in the country, undefeated. I think they go into the tournament undefeated. I know a lot of people don't. If they do drop one, it might be in the MAC tournament. I don't see them losing one in the regular season. They roll here tonight. They win by 7. Go ahead and give me Miami of Ohio minus 2.5. Let's keep it moving. Up next, Minnesota Golden Gophers versus Oregon Ducks, where the Ducks are going to get the quack, 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 fucking quacking. They've been on a little bit of a run here, inconsistent all year. But, man, I like Oregon in this spot tonight at home. Minnesota has shown time and time again when they go on the road, they are not the same team. They have got all their big wins this year in the barn in Minnesota. I think it's the same old going out west here today. They're going to play Oregon, and Oregon's going to get them. They're going to win by 8. I'm not scared to lay that -3.5. Give me Oregon with great value at -3.5 at -102, honestly. It's almost plus money. The money line feels certain at -172. But I like Oregon in this spot. I don't think the Gophers are going to be prepared tonight to make that West Coast trip. Oregon's been playing better ball as of late. I see them getting a win at home. Let's keep it moving. On to the next. Marquee game, guys. Marquee game. Other than the Michigan-Purdue, this is probably the second big, and this slate is honestly full. It's hard for me to say, hey, marquee game this, marquee game that. I mean, you got Virginia Tech and Miami playing tonight. Old football rivalry going into now a big meaningful basketball game, because this is a bubble spot for Virginia Tech to get into the tournament. Like, they need this win. They really do. And they're getting +8.5. And I'm over here talking about Virginia Tech like they're the matchup. But here we go, man. Nebraska, Iowa. 9 p.m. tip-off. Number 9 Nebraska going into Iowa, who has played great ball all year. One of the slowest paced teams in the country. They slow it down. They grind it out. They score the ball. Iowa has played really good brand of basketball. But have they played as good of a brand of basketball as the Cornhuskers? I don't think so, man. Cornhuskers, they're outside the top 100 in scoring, but they pass the ball really well. They average a lot of assists. They get all their guys involved. And like I've said, they go on these really big runs. And these big runs that they have are impressive. They've got that really good forward in Sanford. And I just like the way he plays. He averages a lot of minutes, gets a lot of points, shoots the ball at a high efficiency. They got that guard in Hoiberg. He kind of is the glue to that team. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes. I see them continuing their run tonight. They haven't been as sharp on the road as they have been at home, but Nebraska's got some good road wins this year. And I see them doing it again tonight. They're going to go into Iowa, and they're going to get the win, and they're going to keep this thing moving. They're going to keep us believing because seeding is right upon us. And this Nebraska Cornhuskers team is one that we've thought all year is not the real deal. And they just keep winning big games. Here's another big test. If they win tonight, you're going to have to start really considering this team for an Elite 8 or Final Four spot because they've done nothing but show up and put together big runs and great showings. And Iowa's done that. They've played well as well this year, but I don't think Iowa gets it done start to finish. I think they're too slow, But if there's a team that fits the brand of basketball that Iowa could upset tonight, it's Nebraska, because they both don't put up a ton of points. They both average right around 60 points per game. And Iowa's got some really good big boys. This is these the reason they're Cornhuskers, right? Corn-fed boys going up against each other tonight. So we'll see where this all shakes out, but I'm going with the side of Nebraska money line. Go ahead, give me Nebraska on the money line, and that's where I'm going to put my points. -110. I think that this game shouldn't be a pick 'em. I think Nebraska has earned the respect to be a little bit more of a favorite in this spot. And -110, I'll take the value on Nebraska. Let's keep it moving. All right, guys, we have Texas Tech taking on Arizona State University tonight. This will be the last game of the night. And with that said, I like this Texas Tech team, man, laying 7.5. I know they just come off that overtime game with Arizona, but they got JT Toppin, man. They got Christian Anderson. They got some really good guys on this team. I know the Arizona Sun Devils have put up some good fights this year. They've kept games close, and that +7.5 feels like a very intriguing line. But you've heard me say this time and time again. What is the higher likelihood of a matchup, right? I think the higher likelihood in this one is that ASU gets blown out. Like, there is a chance they keep this thing close, and that +7.5 is in play. But I also believe that JT Toppin and this Texas Tech team, even though they're coming off that big win, I just think that they keep that same momentum. This is not a look-ahead spot. This is not them letting off the gas. You know, they got Kansas State on deck, who just fired their head coach. I mean, it's no look ahead here. I think they come in, they handle business off of a momentum game, and they cover the -7.5. Give me Texas Tech. Guys, hopefully you got a little information. You found some things useful. OTB Spreads Prediction Show. Looking to cash. Looking to hit them heavy. Let's go Michigan. Let's go Nebraska. Let's go Kent State. Let's see where we shake out tonight, guys. A lot of really good matchups. So many I couldn't even talk about into this show, from Wisconsin to Ohio State, Virginia Tech to Miami. Man, George Washington Revolutionaries versus the VCU Rams. There are a ton of really great matchups, guys. I have all of my sequence plays in my premium package. If you ever want it, just go to the link in my bio, go to my Instagram profile, go to my Winnable page. Download the Winnable app today, guys. It is in your app store. It makes it so much easier to access the plays and see where we're at. But guys, just wanted to thank you. If you found this information useful, if you enjoy the show, if you enjoy what I do, my content, and how I handle sports betting and my outlook on these games, go ahead and like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And I'm curious, where do you guys think and who's going to win the national championship right now? I did a prediction show yesterday. Go ahead, drop it in this comment or on the prediction show. Who's winning national championship, guys? But I'll see you next time. Let's fucking cash.